Hey guys, welcome to Gold Binge. So today's series is on Embersilk Bags. And to get the Embersilk Bags, we are going to be farming the famous Bastion of Twilight, which is located right here in the Twilight Highlands. Alright guys, this is going to be awesome. So I'm going to be running this 12 lockouts. So how that works is you can only run this 10 times every lockout, which is every hour. So I'm going to be doing it a total of 12 lockouts, so that's 120 runs. So it's just going to be madness, but I just had the idea. I was running this the other day, and I just got the idea. I'm like, I wonder how many Embersilk bags I could get if I just ran this a bunch of times. So I'm just curious to see. I think the amount of Embersilk cloth we're going to get is just going to be completely insane. But yeah, so let's try this out. If you want to replicate this, you're going to need your toon to have tailoring, your main toon you're going to be farming, and also either your main toon or an alt needs to have enchanting. Because I'm mainly interested in the Embersilk cloth that drops, and also the Hypnotic Dust, which you disenchant from the greens. Also, don't disenchant the weapons, just the armor, because you won't get Hypnotic Dust if you disenchant the weapons. Also, I'm not going to be using any potions of treasure finding, just because typically running this 10 times for a lockout takes me about 15 minutes on average, and so the potion of treasure finding lasts an hour, and so I just don't want to waste it. But if you guys do try it with a potion of treasure finding, let me know to see if it's worth it. I'm kind of curious to see if it would be worth it to do that or not. So also, the Bastion of Twilight, I'm going to be running on 25 player heroic. That's going to maximize how many mobs you get. I'm also going to be pulling the first room and also this hallway right here. There's a pack of 4 mobs, and then I just kill everything and I run back out. So I'm a protection paladin. My gear level is 688, so I have pretty good gear. But I think most classes can be able to do this, especially once you're at level 100. Also, I'm going to link a video. It was actually the second video I ever made. It's on the Bastion of Twilight, so if you want to go into more depth of how to farm this, you can check that video out. And yeah, well, let's get started. So what we're going to do is I'm going to be running this 120 times, and we're going to see how much stuff we get. So I'm going to go over the raw gold from just the drops and vendoring, and then I'm also going to go over how much Embersilk cloth and Hypnotic Dust we have. And then after we do that, I'm going to try to balance out how much Hypnotic Dust and Embersilk cloth I have, and I'll show you how to do that, so that way we can sell our bags. Alright guys, here we go. Alrighty guys, we did it. I don't know if I'll ever run that again. I like that. I like the Bastion of Twilight. Alright, so I did the 120 runs, and farming time, it took me 3 hours and 4 minutes. So on average, it took me about 15 minutes to do it. I think it was about 14 to 16 minutes for a lockout, so that's after 10 runs. So just over a minute and a half each run in there. So anyways, I just want to go over what we got. So I got 33 lock boxes. I have a rogue, so your rogue has to be level 85 or higher to open these. So I opened those. Some of the lock boxes contain more lock boxes, which I included in that number. So just raw gold from that. I got 1,179 gold. And so that's including just the raw gold inside the container, and also for the greens that I didn't disenchant, the weapons, I vendored those, and that's what that gold is. And then just from the 12 lockout runs, I got a total of 7,518 raw gold. We got lots. So that's a total of 8,697 raw gold. So that's a lot of money, and that's just pure raw gold just from vendoring. So again, that's after 12 hours of lockouts. But during those lockouts, it only took me 3 hours and 4 minutes of farming. Alright, this is ridiculous. Okay, I'm about ready to show you guys how much Embersilk cloth we got. So, alright, I got 12,141 Embersilk cloth. Check out my bags. 200 stacks of 200. Check that out. That's just insane. And then I got 473 Hypnotic Dust. So now I'm going to turn all this cloth into bolts, and I'll show you the next part. Alrighty guys, we turned all of the Embersilk into bolts. It took forever, but I finally got it done. So now what I'm going to do here is, I'm in Stormwind right here. I'd go to your main Bastion area. You're going to be wanting this thread right here. If you have Exalted with your reputation, you're going to be getting a discount, so that's why I'm going here. So anyways, I'm going to be buying a ton of this stuff, and then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using the Embersilk bolts and the thread to make these belts. And then what I'm going to be doing here in a second, I'll show you, is I'll be disenchanting them. Alrighty, now I'm going to be disenchanting these belts. You can get the Trade Skill Master. There's an add-on for that where it allows you to just quickly destroy or quickly disenchant everything in your bag, which is very handy. I'd probably recommend doing that. I don't have that right now, but so right now I just put disenchant on my action bar, so I just hit 1, so it's gonna work out for me. So anyways guys, I'm gonna try to get the right balance of dust with Embersilk bolts, and then we're gonna go ahead and make our bags. Alrighty guys, it took us a little while, but we got them evened out here. So I got 1,325 Hypnotic Dust and 1,330 bolts of Embersilk cloth. So now we're gonna start making the bags. I had to buy 1,096 thread, which is quite a bit of thread. So here we go guys. $88 Embersilk bags. Bam! Alright, let's go over the money now. So with the 88 Embersilk bags, the cheapest one right now on my auction is 350 gold each. And so that would put the total for the bags of 30,800 gold. Wow. Alright, and then so we're going to also add in the raw gold that I mentioned earlier, which is 8,697 raw gold, and then we're going to subtract 2,630 gold from the use of the thread. So that puts us at a total in 3 hours and 4 minutes of farming of 36,867 gold. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to be selling these for a couple months. If you guys need an Embersilk bag, send me a message. Anyways, check out my channel, please. I have a lot of gold farming guides. And yeah, please leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time, guys.